Alright, good evening. It is Friday night. I have a partially eaten shake, which I will eat for some of the stream. That will help me rejuvenate and do this with y'all before dinner, actually. So, welcome to the road to Rec-Build 3. We are doing the whole, it's trying to play my stream inside of my stream. Let's fix that. And I'm not muted. Okay, just had to make sure. We're doing the Road to Rec-Build 3, where I preview the latest development build of Severed Chains, thanks to the Severed Chains dev team, including Monoxide, Zycronix, Zamboni, Icarus, and anyone else who may be contributing code to help make this, what should be impossible software, more and more cool all the time. We're inching closer to the actual release. It's probably still going to be, I'd say, at least a month out. Possibly longer, we'll see how it goes, but a lot of bugs were recently looked at, and I think some of those are visual things, some of those might be script things. I don't remember which ones, because there was a lot of updates in the last week and some number of days. So I don't remember exactly everything that's been updated, but some visual effects are included, so things will look better. For example, the lighting bug is fixed for the most part, except maybe Mubluframa, unless that was also fixed. Apparently it's a separate lighting bug. But lighting should be a lot better, which means I can take better screenshots to help make our stuff look good with all those video thumbnails and things like that. Alright, so without further ado, let's get into it. What are we doing today? I could go for a nearly 50% evasion build on Hashel, apparently. Today, we are going to do some Disc 3. I am not going to do a boss rush. I am going to do a more organic segment, which includes the walking around the town, buying things, talking to people, story cutscenes like this one. And yes, I am playing with the submap stretched. It's just easier for me than constantly switching between widescreen and non-widescreen modes in and out of battle. So pretend the submaps are not stretched if you don't like stretched. I am one of those people, so I will also pretend I'm playing in 4.3. I always thought the Bardell had like a big Vegeta kind of a vibe to him. You know, firstly, it's the hair spiking straight up. We just need a simple recoloring mod to make the hair black, change his suit, turn him into a Saiyan. He's got the pride. He's got the self-importance. Doesn't have a brother, though, at least not that I've been aware of. I've never seen any siblings of Vegeta. I know he's got a son. Hello to all the people in chat. Ink, Matt, Olukadime, Pony Bro. He's got the pride, doesn't have the fire. And they both basically have magic, I guess. They're very different systems, though. Knowledge paralysis. It's amazing how one's reality breaks with a simple single realization, I should say. You like the VODs thing? Thank you so much. I'm glad they're entertaining enough to play back, especially non-live. Yeah, I mean, this is the right time to add more issues to the issue list on GitHub. We want to have this as polished as possible, because with Rec-Build 3, I'm personally anticipating a massive influx in visibility for Severed Chains and our fandom as a result. We want to, if at all possible, avoid anything critical that might need a day one fix. We want the optics to be perfect. So that means really good testing, both internally and with with the help of all of our volunteers in the community who try and help look out for things. And we'll be able to start testing sound, if not already, then very soon. I think it was merged, yeah. We should be able to test sound now as well, at least in terms of the music. So the new music engine should be all there. As far as I've heard, all of the tracks sound correct, so there's probably nothing to fix, but, you know, I'm going to be having a checklist. The checklist will allow us to be thorough and not, like, forget or have to try and remember which things we have and haven't tested between each other. So that'll be like a collaborative spreadsheet. I'll probably be posting that tomorrow, if not tonight. We'll see how I'm feeling. And that'll allow us to just simply check off, like, Dragoon magic. There'll be one row for each Dragoon magic spell, and there'll be a column for, does it look good video-wise? Yes or no? Does it look good, does it sound good audio-wise? Yes or no? Basically comparing it to what it looks like in retail, so either real hardware or emulation. And so long as everything is 99.9%, it's good. Anything glaring we'll try and catch before the stable release goes out. I want to get really good testing going for all of that. Hello, Simple. Good to see you again. Hello to the cats. Yeah, so two of the cats are not mine. That's Amiya and Kufu. I post pictures of them once in a great while on the Pets Plus channel on our Discord server. Purdy is my cat, and she actually will go around looking for me on a regular basis, unless she's currently doing her, 3-4 hour naps. So we'll see. She was up and around, so she might not show up. We'll see. I'm currently trying to clear more space. Not that I have a lot of space. I'm trying to clear more space so I can have like a cat cam area. Maybe even right up here on top of the desk. I'll just move my monitors over. I'll see if I can find a way to do that reliably. I was just talking to someone about they had a dream to do an LOD movie one day in live action. And I said, I don't know about getting that to happen, but if you want to help us with video production, we're interested. The cat is not defective. I think what makes a cat operational is that they don't necessarily have any inherent rules, just trends. Kind of like guidelines, like pirates. They're more like guidelines. The Rock isn't tall enough to play Kongol. Dwayne Johnson would have to be, what was it? 8 feet tall? Something. And Kongol's on the low threshold, actually. If I could get one moment in LOD filmed, which one? Oh my god. Y'all know when you ask me these kind of questions, I usually just say everything. Because there's almost nothing not to like. All of it has value to me. An easy choice might be the Dragon Campaign flashback. Seeing that unfold in high definition would be pretty incredible. Maybe expand the scene a little bit, because they just show the snippets because they only have so much budget they made like a 2.5-minute video. But I would expand that a little bit, have more Dragoons in the fight, since the JP guidebook mentioned additional Dragoons, more dragons, more barrage, slinging it at each other. It's the purest eye candy that we've got, pretty much. Dragons in their prime, not just when they're pretty much extinct almost. Shaq might do. Also, hello to Chocolate and Lloyd. I may not catch everyone, but thank you all for being here as usual. If you missed the start, I'm doing a organic segment playthrough, not just bosses tonight. So we're going through a little bit of story stuff. I wanted to also, because this series is about Rec Build 3, and one thing I haven't done as much is the 60 FPS component, because battles are not going to be 60 FPS in this upcoming release. That'll have to be a future release. It's an extra whole thing of work where it's going to have to just be the main focus. But we do have 60 FPS just about everywhere else, like the sub maps and the world map. And they haven't showed sub maps since, like, it feels like one of the first streams when I did just disc 1 out of the gate. So I wanted to show that. I should be streaming in 60 FPS this time to reflect that as well. Hopefully it looks as smooth as it would when you just run the game naturally. You want to hear Cadessa music with the improved stuff? Yeah. Well, we're about to go there. Oh! Funny bugs time! Something happened to the moon that never sets, I think. Houston, we have a problem. And that's where the moon should be. So obviously this is like the front overlay that helps it look animated. The moon finally set. That, the reasons it's a dev build, right? That is totally fine. If someone's willing to log that on GitHub real quick, otherwise I'll try to do it later. Rose in the LOD manga seemed rather happy after being alive for 11,000 years. Yeah, I mean, there's gonna be some changes. Artistic liberties, creative liberties, whatever you want to call that. And also, like, just within the game itself, things weren't really synergized perfectly. The Divine Dragon having 13 eyes and then 7 eyes just in the game. Let alone external resources that are even more divorced from the development plans in that way. So story things are very likely to be different. I don't even know if they, like, tried to keep it... I mean, they obviously tried to keep it the same with the manga and the short novel. You know, same characters and all that, but they went in such a different direction to the point that I think in one of them, Lavitz Lives, which I would love that, just because I really love the voice actor, Mike Marks. I always wish I could hear more of his voice. Well, let's see what this animation looks like. Okay, we're going behind this gray cloud. Have a drink for a moment. Ruins of the past. Drew's gonna have strong feelings about this place. Now, I feel like this has got to be some kind of magic-based thing to be able to hear the cries of the people who died there. Some kind of magical echo, some kind of resonating effect that just lingers throughout the ages and takes forever to fade away. Kind of like the gravity distortions in the valley. Hell of a sight. And credit to the artists who did a lot of detail work on this, obviously. Damn. It's amazing that the outer ring structure even survived the impact to be mostly intact. Can't carry any more items. Well, you know what we have to do about that. technically this is part of Rec Build 3, even though it's not new to Rec Build 3. So I'll feature some expanded inventory. They don't build floating cities like they used to. I've always been a fan of the teleporters that have the like the 3 spikes or claws or whatever, like a triangle. I've always liked that little design element. So like if it wasn't clear, you have to stand in the middle of the circle, not on the edge. So this is what these spikes are here for. Off we go. I feel like I took a wrong turn to Albuquerque. Is this an old bug? That's a logged issue. I was like, this is digging at an old memory of mine, I swear. Well, we just skipped a little bit. I'm all turned around. Hey, shortcut to this item, which is dancer's shoes. Well, Monoxide's totally not cheating for his own gains in the build. Requires a long fix. I mean, I figure it'll be necessary for RB3 eventually, but it's fine for now. I just don't know if I needed to be wherever that was. Off we go. This should trigger a cutscene. Even Congo can sense the bloodshed here. Music change. Oh, I may have encounters off. Sorry about that. I'll turn them on. I think if I could create a scene as part of like something we don't see in LOD but is confirmed as canon, one of those things would be like footage of the Colosseum in action, where they just put the subjugated species against each other and like fight each other or die, and some will be reluctant, some will feel like they have no choice and do it, some will refuse and then die automatically in that way. It'd be a chance to see other Gigantos in action. Can you imagine? Ones that are actually, you know, within the usual height threshold instead of baby Kongol. For those that don't know, Kongol is like just below the usual height threshold for Gigantos. He's like, what is he, 250 centimeters? And the usual is like 3 to 8 meters. They could be as tall as, what's the equivalent, like 22 feet or something like that. I did the math, and I posted it in Discord, but I forgot. It's either 22 or like 26 feet is the tallest Gigantos at the highest threshold, which is just ridiculous, and makes you realize that those statues in the Homo Gigantos are not necessarily enlarged. They're like to scale. Encounters on. Yeah, we'll do HP bars for now. Intended to make up for my terrible skipping of them. Hey, it's another Drew. There are many Drews. You are apparently Drew Green here. There's also a Drew Ponder, which might be Celestial Orion. There are many Drews. Get a free heal over here. That notification does not matter. And we got 2 paths. I'm gonna take both paths. I don't remember which one goes to the Super Barrage, but I'm just gonna go as far as I can through the puzzles and then get the Super Barrage first before the Grand Jewel. So I'm gonna run a specific party. I think I can. Oh, I guess I could just do this without even trying to teleport. So that's a Giganto, Minento, Human, Dragon. Giganto, then Minento. Right? Giganto. Minento. Correct. Then it was dragons. Yep. Then humans. I forget if there was a different cutscene for getting it right on the first try. There we are. I'm gonna draw my sword against this giant object coming at me. What? Why is he jumping like that? He was like, woo! Dart, is your animation screwed up, or is that what you do in retail? I don't know. Now we've lost all that juicy optional content. Yep, it is the super here. I was correct. This shake is still like concrete. I should have taken this out like an hour early. Maybe it'll be ready in an hour. So this is the Super Virage. Can I act first? Yep, okay. So let's do a party setup. I'm gonna save. Just in case no dart crashes here. There's a few party things that still need to be addressed. So if it happens, I'll just re-engage with Dart after. But I'm gonna try for do I want to use Miranda or Congo? Let's make it hard. Congo. Check the equipment. Oh, no dart will crash here. Great, great, great. Do you find it weird that there's no SFX when the Dragoon gauge goes up? I mean, we could probably add SFX for that. How close are we per se? If you mean severed chains, closer. I mean, it's turning into the same answer I give for the graphics upscale mod. Closer. But I'm assuming a month or two. It depends. We'll see how fast we can knock out all these issues with the SC dev team, and how many more crop up when we do the rigorous testing that I hope we will be able to do. We're getting closer. There's not much left to do besides like the fixes. So Congo, he's got an axe versus tomahawk. It's just an attack increase. Giganto helm versus an armette, ignoring the casque. Don't need accuracy. Knee piece versus boots versus combat shoes. he on like his starting chest? He is. Okay. No, not quite. I mean, he might need that 6 magic defense, so let's take it. Yeah. He is super vulnerable. So without a dragon helm, we should have the physical ring, so we could do a physical ring to try and tank that last hit. We could also do... I mean, you don't have to kill this one, but I was going to see if I could with an underpowered party to some degree. I don't think I'll be able to do it, though, so maybe it'll just be a survive thing. Alright, we'll just do the physical ring. And I should check the equipment for Hashel. I did this a little bit. Fizz Evade won't matter too much, so I won't put on the warrior dress even though I want to because builds. Oh, he's got the elude cloak, no wonder it's so high. I mean, I could give you the attack badge. Or the bandit's ring. There's not a lot of gear to work with here. Hey, what the hell? And then Maru with the resurrection build, and hey, I could put on the dancer shoes. Nice 90 speed. Let's give it a try. Alright, so I was kind of half-baked thinking that I would try to actually defeat it before the 10 turns, but I realized that unless I go for a really OP setup, it's not going to happen probably, so I'm just going to do the survival thing, see what the RNG comes out as for the other attacks that this thing could put out. You know, something that could be easy to miss is there's all these kind of branches here. Maybe it's not branches, but something is hanging on back there. We'll see if it's I don't think it's part of the Super Barrage, because this map changes afterward, I think. We'll see if it's still there. Nice little touch. Hashel with no eyes. And Congo might be a baby Giganta, but he's still too tall for the cutscene. Big battlefield. Alright, so what kind of items we got? We got some healing breezes and fogs, 1 rain, some MP restore. I'm gonna save some of these for the Grand Jewel, which we have some Rave Twisters, but no Spinning Gales, I guess. Got a speed up and a material shield, recovery balls. Alright, we'll just check the addition damage to start. Head and the Bodhi. This shake might not be ready until after dinner, whenever that is. Almost messed that up. Oh, one of the things that was mostly fixed was the damage numbers. They pop up and animate more fluidly now. Oh my god, 800 to Maru! Well, oh my god. The resurrection build. Almost cannot die. What am I having for dinner? I have no idea. It might be burgers actually. Do I have Angel's Prayers? I don't. I have 5. Okay. Insurance policy. Alright. I could go Dragoon, but I don't want to regen all the SP bars before Grand Jewel necessarily. I mean, I could do it. But if I'm doing a special, I feel like, well, we could just try it. We could just try it. Maru with the high magic. Casual or Kongol. Don't have any elemental weapons here, so... I mean, the special with Maru is generally a bad idea, because she's not gonna be able to sustain it. Not what this build is for. I mean, if you think about it, if the Holy Ankh and the Angel Robe are just out there in the world, a merchant could potentially defeat Melbu Frama, you know what I mean? It's just the truth. So I think what I'll do for Dragoon Space is Hashel. He's only a little slower than Maru, so Kongo will be left in Dragoon Space longer. Yeah, we'll just try it with Hashel. No eyes. Hammer Spin deals damage to Maru when she trips over. I mean, yeah, I feel like if you don't finish the addition, whether the enemy counters or not, you should, like, potentially, you know, fall down and hurt yourself or whatever, depending on how many movements you're doing. Acrobatics modifier for every character. Some are more acrobatic, some are less. So Hashel's magic is kind of a crapshoot in that it's just 4 rungs of single target magic that are progressively slightly more damage, but get a little more MP inefficient as you go. It's got 4 turns. I could do 2 Thunder Gods and a Thunder Kid, or 2 Thunder Gods and 2 D attacks. I guess I'll do 2 Thunder Gods and 2 D attacks. It should be fine. I'm gonna see if I can knock out the body before the end of the battle. At least now that he has no eyes, it kind of gives some credence to the fact that when this spell fires, it always looks like he misses and comes up in front of the target like this, not actually dealing damage to them. I mean, it goes through the super barrage there, but with smaller enemies, he like comes up in front of them instead of directly through them. It's like, you could be doing more damage, buddy. I am going to kick it off with a Rainbow Breath because Hashel could use a top off. Kongol didn't get the full heal before the battle. So we'll start with the Rainbow Breath. Give Hashel a gun. No. No. I thought it was so smart taking the shake out like 20 minutes before the stream. Should have put it in front of a space heater. Alright, big heals. Lives remaining 9. It's a basic attack. Kongo will be unaffected. 103. Not even 108, come on. Maru was, yeah, she, okay, that's why 1 HP less from the half, but -1 recovery value. So we've got Diamond Dust, but I'm only really targeting the body. I'm not worried about the arm. The arm can hurt Maru, but it's non-issue pretty much, so. Drink my water, which is not frozen, as we're past the freezing spell. End of Rainbow Breath sounds like you're tagging someone with a rolled up towel. It could be interpreted that way. Sure. Sure. You know, it's fine that Haschel has this move, but I just feel like going in and out of the earth might be more of a Kongo thing as an earth dragoon-ish. Alright, so Kongo, he's not going to do too much with the magic, especially without special. That's kind of funny wording. But so we'll try the D attack, if I can get it. God damn it. I'm sorry. I have D attacks on automatic still. Let me fix that in the debugger. Let's just pretend I got it. I've done it before. Oh, only 541. That's not very good. Because Haschel was doing like 1200 with his boosted ability. Kongo with the off damage here. Auto Dragoon off. Alright. So you only got one more turn, Maru. I'll do another freezing ring.
Freezing ring.
Also not good damage. I mean, she goes a little more often than Haschel, but plus 3 never gets old. I agree. Alright, so we're gonna switch up to the D attack. Hey, we're down to half health. Let's see how much damage this does. The mod I want to feature is, or see happen is... Oof. Way more physical attacks than I remember. There's the tentacle one, the actual claw swipe, and then the earthquake. That's a lot of physical attacks, actually. A mod I would like to see is a camera toggle for cinematic or non-cinematic D attacks. Because you'll notice with certain foes, you'll get the cinematic D attack, and in other foes, you're just like behind the character the whole time. And I'd like that to be a toggle. It might be the case that the cameras are set on an enemy by enemy basis, so that might be a lot of work. But hopefully we can just like copy the camera used in the cinematic times in those encounters, and then paste them into fights like this. If it's hopefully as simple as a copy-paste reference or something like that. What do we got for items? I might check a pellet because I can't use pellet on Grand Jewel, really. Oh, we got spinning magic! Almost got stage 4. 384, ouch. Only at 7 lives. Thought I wouldn't get this far on the health yet for the body. Yep, the second turn. What else we got? So we got speed up. Might speed up Haschel? Yeah. Let's work down this body ASAP. barrage doesn't have magic attack. I feel like it has something. I mean, it's obviously got the magic finisher, but I thought it. I mean, it has to have something from the body. I just have to check the guidebook. Darn. Not very good. Woodish.
Take that! 5 ring shattering!
And we'll be able to generate some SP back before the fight is over. You thought Haschel was squinting like Brock. Oh, do we need a Brock mod for Haschel? Is that what we're gonna do?
Take that! 5 ring shattering!
6 lives. Ouch. And a miss. Spring back to life. Thank you. Oh no, it's an earthquake! And she's fine. I love this build so much. Him down. There we go. It's such a shame. I'd say like 70 to 80% of players still don't know about the resurrection build, and they gotta. Oh, I guess it was enough tries that the 80% kicked in, or didn't kick in. The only time the resurrection build sucks is when you get unlucky and you get 2 deaths in a row with no revive, no auto revive. That's the only time it sucks. And that's really rare. Haschel is squinting because his future is too bright to look at directly. Is that what that is? Right as he gives up his search for Clara, you mean? That kind of bright? That kind of bright future? Saw-inting? Why do you keep saying saw-inting? It means squinting, right? Thank you, Maru. I'm kind of curious to just let her take the blast at the end and see if the auto revive will let her get the XP. It probably will. It'll be fun to see. I remember I had it on like Shauna one time, or Miranda, probably Shauna, and I came across a wild 0-0 parts. Or 00 parts, I should say, out of place artifact. And it was so funny because the very first thing that happens in the battle with the out of place artifact is it goes first and it casts can't combat, instant death, and it killed Shauna and she revived as it ran away. It was the biggest FU I'd ever seen. I think it ran because she auto-revived. It was like, oh crap, I can't kill these people. I better get the hell out of here. I want to go to the land where 00 parts comes from. It's a hell of a character model. Oh, not another earthquake. Oh, I have to use a second revive. Are you kidding me? At least it wasn't twice in a row. Probably have her do a rainbow breath, or I could just cast a freeze. She has way too little HP for this fight. Ah, at least we're putting it to the test, aren't we? Okay, let's knock out this body. I don't even remember what ability it does. I just wanted to knock out a target before the thing. Again with the earthquake. Like Django on steroids. How many revives is that? Like 6, 7? Congo's like, I want a piece of that immortality. Let me wear the angel robe. Can you imagine Congo with the freaking angel robe? Oh god. Alright, so let's just simplify. We'll just use a breeze. We're fine.
Hey, take that! 5 ring shattering!
Oh! What? I forgot it's not the same. I thought usually the head was the killer. But maybe if I kill the head, that's what causes the AoE magic attack? I don't remember this fight well enough. I'm gonna do a quick check while everyone's huffing. The only reason Miranda's not breaking a sweat is because she didn't participate. Rue with immortality would probably be the most depressing or generous thing imaginable. I mean, both. Probably both. Like, probably a little nicer for Rose if she didn't have to do the terrible act every 108 years. Alright, so the camera changed a little bit. Okay, so it looks like, in fact, those tendrils or whatever were from the super barrage, just kind of clinging to the structure in the background, I guess. Weird. Yeah, I think those are pretty much gone, so that's a thing. But we don't necessarily want to proceed. We want to probably come from the other direction. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, we'll do a couple regular fights. Let's just see how I can do with that puzzle on 60 FPS. Rose gives Shauna the choker. I mean, she probably knows what a curse immortality can be, so probably wouldn't give it on that basis. But maybe? Maybe a sliver of the 108th soul survives, and it just takes like a couple hundred years to start growing its presence again and taking over Shauna, and no flesh of the 108th fruit to go back to, but could, you know, find a new evil purpose of some kind. Oh, do I want to change the party? Let's change the party a little bit. Party hardy with Rose. I would like to play with Rose. And I would like to play... I could run Albert to make the fight a little easier, but I kind of want a challenge. So we'll do like Dart Rose... Miranda? I feel like I'd be asking for it if I ran this combination. If I really wanted to give myself pain, I would run Congo without a physical ring, because the spinning gales would just be nutso. I'm pretty sure this thing runs a lot of spinning gales, potentially. It's a mix of earth and wind attacks, right? Despite being an earth creature. I'm pretty sure. Maru's gonna hate me after this. I mean, she's probably gonna thank me, because otherwise she would just have to be manual revived all the time, and items probably would run out before the ability. Party. How do I want to run this? I feel like Albert will make it too easy, but maybe I should run Albert. Jewel is light? I'm pretty sure it's not, because one of the key strategies against Grand Jewel is to use Albert with the Twister Glaive. I will demonstrate. Wind-based attack, slightly less damage, but big bonus damage on Earth targets. What are y'all wearing? Attack badge, take that off. So I could give an attack badge, but I feel like big speed will be better. I don't think there's access to shoes yet, or even greaves, unfortunately. So we'll have to settle for a base 60. And we want him to go the most often. So we'll keep all speed off of Rose. They'll go almost as many times as each other, but let's see here. I mean, if I run Congo, Albert will get a lot more turns. How do I want to do this? Could I run a Congo just to give Albert more effective turns? Let's try it. Why not? We'll try it. God, I really wish I could have like Greaves or something, because he's only gonna have 10 more speed than Dart. That's the trouble with this build. You can't make him too much of a highlight. Everybody's too fast. Okay, so Kongo will basically be off damage. That'll make it hard in that way, and he'll be really squishy. But it'll let Albert take more turns on average, so he's not fighting so much with the other character's speed. I want to make sure he's actually at his base 30. Okay. But he's only got the iron knee piece, so we probably want to give him combat shoes or something. And he's got a plate mail, which I think is more fizz oriented, which is bad. Yeah, combat shoes, I mean 5% evade. I don't think it does any physical attacks actually. He's got a knight helm. Got leather and scale. He doesn't have the chainmail, which Dart is currently hoarding. For that crucial extra 4 MDF. What's better, scale or plate for magic? Plate, okay. Wait, I'm not running you. What am I doing? Sorry. Gigantohelm versus Armet. Lion fur, leather boots, so also want combat shoes, I guess. And the physical ring, there's not really much I can do to change Congo. Wait, I am running Dart, aren't I? Yeah, okay. I can't remember what I was doing 3 seconds ago. I apologize. Bandit shoes of Death Frontier. Yeah, I thought so. And you can't get as many as the dancer shoes, I don't think. I think you can get 2 shoes with infinite rings, and then on the mask side it's more limited. Okay, so we are running Dart. We'll definitely do a decent headgear for him. So you can do the Knight Helm, which Albert already has a copy of and Congo can't wear, so Knight Helm, less MDF, 75 from 80. More magic attack and more defense. That's not really Elite Dart's main thing, so we'll keep that off. So what's the bracelet gonna be? I mean the accessory. We could do an attack badge. Can't do Bandit's Ring for the build. Therapy ring. Alright, I guess it's gonna be an attack badge. Just to help a little bit. Let's get the free heal. I might Dragoon a little bit. I'm not really planning on it too much unless I do like a brief thing with Albert. Let's try and outrun these folks. Yeah, battle drops. It's 2% from Puck. You can't get that. Well, you can. You can get it from gangsters? Bandit string? Yeah, gangsters. It's the shoes that are the problem. The light looks a little off. I don't remember there being a teal light anyway, but I'd have to check retail. Alright, Dart. Stab everything you don't understand. Yeah, Congo's great with Magic Shield at low speed. Hello, Matezra. Oh. Is it Matt Ezra? Two names just back to back? Or is it Matezra? I'm not sure. Whoa! I forgot what I was doing. Whoa! Nope. I could have done better. I could have avoided that. This music is the best. I don't want Albert to have this much SP.
Yes.
Yeah. Death. Even though he just got pursued, it does good damage. Very good damage. Two names back to back? Okay, Matt Ezra. I will try to remember that. Welcome to the stream. Not sure if you're a first timer and not sure I recognize the name, but maybe you've been at the dev streams. Ah. Yeah, whoa. There we go. Only one fight. Path is clear. All done. For those wondering, encounter rate is currently broken in the dev build. It will be fixed at some point. This is where I can get some kind of item. Oh, nothing over there. Mind Crush. Good time for an upgrade. Going from 101 to 109. So close. Almost 108. Chance to cause confusion. And I think that's the only thing we're picking up here. You watch all the dev streams, just don't chat much. Yeah, fair enough. I'm glad you like it. But yeah, to go back to what you said before, one of my favorite things to do with Kongal is slow build with Magic Shield. When I'm fighting somebody like Faust, it's just massively beneficial. I think I used it last week in the last Road Wreck Build 3 stream. I feel like Kongal took a lot of 0 hits. I don't remember. Alright, final check on additions. We've got Madness Hero. I don't want to focus on that. Crush Dance is one of my favorites. We'll do that. Flower Storm is a must for this run. Oh, Inferno is ready. Crap. Well, it's not like it's a serious playthrough anyway, but did I grab the power-up? Did I miss power-up? Where is that? How did I miss that? Is it because of the... I must have missed it. Is it because of that skip thing that happened further back? Where's the power-up? Move this over. After the room with the spinning heads on the first stop above the entrance. What? I don't recall this being a thing. Did I actually miss one? I must have. My brain lied to me. Speed up? Nope, I can't speed up when it's not in front. Oh, it goes up one higher. Right, so easy to miss. Thank you. I think that's one of my most likely to miss repeat items. That was a little unnecessary, but we can just drop down here. One more time. Are there gonna be no encounters? I remember it was bugged to like you were in the red too long, but I was at least able to... Okay, there's a battle. Finally. I'd honestly forgotten when the stream started that the encounter rate was bugged.
Yes.
One hit kill. I swear I'm not over leveled. This is the tool we need. Okay, it's official. I can now move my straw around in the shake. Yeah, that's not happening. Worst milkshake plan ever. But I'm so thirsty, so go for the non-frozen water. I always liked the kind of subtle effects where the teleporters are in this room. You can kind of see this like fog or something emanating through the light. There's the light glow, and then there's also like this fog movement in addition to the sun rays. The milkshake is from like dinner yesterday or something. I only was able to finish half of it, so I just threw it in the freezer. But I underestimated how long it would take to like defrost, so I only took it out 20 minutes before the stream. Water is the only drink where its temperature is its flavor. You know, that's actually really interesting. Has nobody tried to invent a drink that tastes different when it's warm more lukewarm versus when it's extra cold. Certainly there's got to be some kind of molecules that just taste different at different temperatures. Some kind of science should be there. I mean, you've got like color changing mugs, which is very different, but you know. Temperature changing stuff. You think beer does that? Not my thing, unfortunately, but I'll take your word for it. Alright, let's pop some bones. Okay, stretch check. Everybody stretch check. Stretch with me. Here you go. Welcome to Drew's yoga class. In today's lesson, we searched within to figure out how to defeat the goddamn Grand Jewel. Here we go. Now we're starting with Albert. I don't want to waste his turn. He's going to be doing lots of damage. But I'm thinking right after him we'll do power up and speed up on him. Like, his defensive aspect will also be quicker that way, but we want to get him down, the Grand Jewel down as far as possible before any level down effects. So we'll just go straight in with the D attack. Interestingly, I haven't practiced Flower Storm too much yet on the dev build, or like just recently in general. So with the 0 input delay, it's a little tricky for me. I'm more used to doing Lavits, because I'll often like replace Albert with Lavits and do his timings. So that's a big part of why I'm not used to it yet. Oh, Albert, if I could just give you the Resurrection build, that would be lovely. Okay, so we'll start with the power up. Really didn't want him to get hit first, especially with a freaking pellet. And we will do the speed up. Less chance for Dart to get a turn in to heal him, but oh well. Warm water gets absorbed by the body faster, but cold water helps get rid of your thirst better. Is that really true? Why wasn't I taught this in school? 1302. See, that's what I'm talking about. He's already down to half. He's gonna have a heal, but I mean, at least I'm knocking that part out quicker. That's translate on Dart. Translate's not working. Visually, anyway. Hello, Kamikolo. I'm gonna assume you're a Dragon Ball fan because I feel like that's a fusion of Kami and Piccolo. He's gonna get another turn. Jeez, let me get one more turn and I'll get the heal skip. Could I like just chuck a... I don't think I have a Spinning Gale, unfortunately. I could chuck a Spark Net or a Spear Frost. It's gonna have more magic defense. Dart's not great at MAT. Could I... Should I just go for it? How much damage am I gonna do? I mean, I might as well just do a D attack instead of magic. Wait a minute. What if... I should have had Kongo's SP maxed out, because I could try to sneak in like a magic attack at the very end. I mean... I could just Final Burst him. I could just Final Burst the Grand Jewel. Let's be risky. You think Flower Storm's easier than Demon's Dance? I mean, Flower Storm is cake for me on retail with the input lag. Without, I'm still getting the hang of it for Albert. Demon's Dance, it can be very tricky for me though sometimes. Alright, let's be risky. facing the wrong way with that flame effect dart.
Final burst.
My famous last words. I mean, remember when I said dodge this to Lloyd while I was doing what was it, a D attack with Rose or something? 420. It's not as much as I hoped. Okay, the heel's kicking in. Are you gonna do the block staff? Oh, no block staff. No block staff. Okay. Okay. Oh, not the side view. Side view is death for a lot of players. Okay, the block staff will fire now. I really thought I was gonna get a skip on the staff. At least give me an extra turn. Well, wasn't quite worth the 420 damage in the end. I could have just done Crush Dance. Oh, I've got an Angel's Prayer. No level down. Let's change the camera, please. 350, not bad. Oh no, but it was still enough! Yeah! No levels down. No level down effects. That's how you do it. You gotta... It's very hard to get no level down effects without speed up and power up. I know because one of my last runs, I did not have power up because I missed it again. I tend to do that. But when you combine them, and you, this is why I say, you know, LOD is not mainly about this, the way Path of Exile is or other games, but builds are a thing. They are a huge part of how easy or hard the game gets. Because, yeah, you can, you know, grind a few levels to get some more stat padding with your HP and your defense and your attack and all that. But, you get almost all the XP you need from bosses. The only thing they can't give you is the necessary, like, addy level ups, so you can do decent damage. But otherwise, like, gear is the biggest thing. Most of the gear is pretty linear. You know, you graduate from leather armor to scale armor, blah blah blah, but as you go and get further into the game, especially Disc 3 and onward, builds are a thing. Whether you have the Resurrection build, or primary damage with Albert build. I don't have a name for that. Just, I guess it'd be like a family of builds. So you have, like, builds where you have your party's average speed very high. You can also have builds where one of your party members is really slow and your other party member is really fast. The fast member usually is meant to do most of the damage. The slow member might be either just for off damage, so the fast member, the main damage dealer, gets more turns. You can also make it so that the slow party member is doing a Dragoon special to either depower, or if you want to challenge run, empower the boss for a long time. We're done with this area, so we're gonna head back. Nice, pretty quick Cadessa run. Only took me like an hour to get through 2 bosses and a little bit of story. Builds are important in Pokemon. Yeah, I mean, like, it's similar in a lot of games, including Pokemon, where technically as you go, in Pokemon, your abilities are kind of linear to an extent. Scratch can be replaced with Slash, same kind of attack, you know. Limited to 4 abilities, so that's your build right there. We have a bug in the sound. Sorry about that. Sound still sticks once in a while. We get that figured out. I don't think the sound effects have been converted to OpenAL yet, so maybe that was part of the issue. And Pokemon's way trickier in the sense because, like, you've got the builds on a Pokemon basis, but you also only have 1 out at a time. You have the switching aspect, and you have 6 Pokemon instead of just 3 party members in LOD. So you have more potential variety and versatility, but it's also more delicate balance because you may have to cover for more types when you're fighting up to 6 opponents, you know. Blano's not strong enough. We're gonna get some reinforcements. Rue's parents coming around to help. We believe. This is one of the best lines in the game. I would like to see the future that Maru and her friends create. That means a lot to me. Just pretend there's actually a moon there. And we get a little FMV. Nope, no milkshake. I only get to smell it. Love that sound the dragon makes. There goes the signet. Really enjoyed it. How do you define a wall, Pony? From an HP tank? Is a wall just high resistance to damage, but lower HP pool? Alright, I'll be there in a minute, Miranda. Just gotta do something more important than to help you right now. Oh wait, I can't. There it is. I thought there was 2. Yep, there are 2. Spear of Terror. Do I have one? The shop should say whether you have a copy or not. Like, number owned, 0, 1, 2. Yeah, I have a Spear of Terror. Diamond Claw, Breastplate. Already got one, I think. Master's Vest. Already got 2 of those. Okay, someone else gets 5 from something else. Never mind. Skip that. I have 3 of the first 4 items. Sparknet. Okay. Now we can help Miranda. Good grief. That's right. I feel like if a legendary dragon attacked the city, you would say more than good grief. This isn't a Charlie Brown moment here, it's kind of more serious than that. You love how in the FMV there's enough explosions similar to a Michael Bay film. Well, unlike a lot of the explosions that Michael Bay sets up, these had a defined purpose. I want to do a simple mod where I just rename the Divine Dragon Ball attack to Divine Barrage. It's like the best I've come up with so far is Divine Barrage. You can make out Luana's face better here as well, and Seti. Can actually appreciate the hat. And this giant ribbon at the neck, kind of like a, makes me think of Doctor Who or maybe Bill Nye. Miranda with the physical abuse, come on. Come on, Dart, hurry up. How horrible. Good heavens. Might have some weather going on outside. Might have been a rumble. Dart, could you not look at Wink's crotch area? Maybe? Thank you. What an attacking power. I love the light rays here. The light rays are great. They're thinner because they're just barely getting through. This might stick, we'll see. This shake is torturing me. I got it pretty close, but it's locking up right near the top there. Well, there's something wrong with the text boxes. I don't think they're supposed to be that bright. There we go. It's like, Dart, what are you doing here? Could use your help protecting the castle. That would be like an interesting like alt event where the Divine Dragon attacks Leningrad, but Dart and party are actually here to try and fight it in Dragoon form. Like, imagine the Leningrad city as a battleground, like a battlefield 3D model. Could fight all over the city and try and prevent damage as much as possible. And that would make the Divine Dragon really angry. But, you know. And then maybe it would still take out Leningrad anyway. You know what? I think I want to mod that in. I should mod that in. Like, it wouldn't have to change the story any. Just, instead of 2 bosses in a row, it's pretty much 3 bosses in a row. And a nice supercharge to your XP. Or no XP, since it gets away, you know. Something. Dragoons versus Divine Dragon. Before Lloyd weakens it, before the Dragon Block Staff. I mean, technically, if they were able to fight it, they'd probably use the Block Staff here, so I guess that could change the story. But, I don't know. Just even like 5 or 6 quick turns would be cool. There's other games that toy around with fighting somebody and then they don't. It's not like a full fight. They leave after a few turns or whatever. I think this was done in Monster Hunter World. What was it, 5 or 6 years ago? In Monster Hunter World, I think one of the first things you do is a like sort of a trial run with Zora Magdaros, this giant creature. You're climbing up its back and everything. It's really huge. It's a giant creature. And as you're scaling this creature, like think Shadow of the Colossus huge. You're scaling this big, massive a creature. And I'm pretty sure like one of the Elder Dragons or something, Nergigante, shows up briefly and you can fight it, but then it'll run away. And I don't know if anyone's ever beaten it in time, but it's a very short fight. It's like just meant to be a story element more than you're actually supposed to fight this thing, because you have a timed objective already with Zora in Monster Hunter. Yeah, the objective isn't always, to win fights in games. Sometimes it's survive, sometimes it's distract them while someone else is doing the real thing. Could you add the portrait artwork of the characters when the dialogue appears, and maybe change the text box colors? Text box colors are already adjustable. Let's show that off. I haven't worked with all of these yet, so forgive me. How do I do this? I'm not sure if I can get this to work, but I will try. I thought it worked. I just don't know which fields to use. Yeah, it's based on RGB values, I guess. Zychronics. The text box colors don't work with RB. Oh no! I'm sorry, I can't show that off here. I could pull up RB 2.1, but yeah, those we do have text box color adjustments. You're gonna love it. If Zychronics gets his way, he'll get to rainbowify everything, and I am here for it. But so we do have that. As far as portraits, that will probably be doable. I don't think we're going to create that as part of Core SC, but a modder could design that. Because there's more than one way it could even be designed. It could be designed with the picture on the left, picture above the text box, making sure everything fits. Well, you'll have it this weekend, you think? That sounds good. We got some thunder out there. Lightning and thunder. It's my favorite weather. Thunderstorms in Colorado. Cool. I'm in St. Louis. Not too far from you. Alright, since the castle wasn't safe enough, we're using this random inn. And really, there should, you know, whenever you play a game, you gotta remember that, like, the number of characters you see in the towns and whatnot isn't necessarily meant to be the literal number in the town. It's just like a representative, smaller number because of how many characters you can render on a screen, right? You can't literally have thousands of characters on the screen for a big capital. But it'd be nice if there was at least one or two other NPCs in this inn instead of just like, this is Shauna's inn now. Only Shauna is the patient. No one else. But it might actually be the case that they're just doing this for the cutscene. I don't remember. I'll find out in a minute. For me, it's hard to remember various random exact details like that. Miranda's just really rich here. Like, that's no way to talk to a friend, and it's like, oh, says the person who will physically abuse her soldiers. If you want to talk about treatment of others, self-control should be part of it. Miranda's not fine. Wow. Yep, look at everybody. Do your rally thing. We all get together in the party. Ah yes, there is the knight there. And technically there's people down here. But no one else needs a bed? After all that attack, there's... I don't know, I have a hard time believing it. Girls are saying silly things. I wonder if the dragon will come again. Pretty sure that's a portrait of a painting of Celeste. That shows up a lot of places. Look at this sweet 60 FPS animation that this little villager is doing. Oh, I got some cut there. Fix that robe. How's the bishop doing? Divine Tree, what do you want us to do? Oop, I skipped that. Gotta think about the future. Ouch. Alright. Go talk to Charles Martel. Alright, you know what? We're gonna embiggen something. It's been too long. I want to embiggen something. I want to embiggen... The heck is that? Martel. First I have to find Martel. Probably one of the later scripts. Yep, that's Martel. Okay. The reason why is I noticed something. There's a little object coming out of the Martel's back there, and I'm wondering if it's like the hand and arm of the baby, or if it's like some kind of other thing. So we're gonna spin Martel around. And we're gonna zoom in some more. I need to know. And we'll move you over a little bit. Nope, other way. And we'll go down. That's gotta be the baby's hand. The baby has clothes. Let's do 0.5. The baby has a face. I know I am big in Martel before, but I guess it just looks way better in RB3 dev build. Wow. That baby has a face. How much can I increment this? Oh, I wish I could make her head invisible so I could see the baby's face. We've definitely been big in Martel before. It just... yeah, surprise and beginning. So, I don't think I'll be able to do it right here. But once Doom Metal gets the model extractor set up more, we should be able to load Martel in Blender and just delete the individual parts. The face is going to be one of the parts. And we'll finally get a look at Martel's baby. That would be great. Now, the question is, of course, not just what Martel's baby's face looks like. Oh my god. Dart's face and Martel's body. That is so scary. Okay. Let's go back to 1 here. And, God almighty. Dart, I need you to move away for a minute. Can you do that for me? Okay. So we're gonna take this 3 should be enough. Surprise and beginning. And we're gonna go down a little bit. And we're gonna go over a little bit. Alright. Walking with a knife. Running with a knife. With baby in tow. So wrong. Here's another one. Talking with a knife. Just waving, brandishing your knife around. It's fine. Saying no with the knife. Wait a minute! This wasn't in the other scene! This was not in the other scene. This was not in the other scene at all. No way, I would have remembered this. That's a literal attack. Okay, so here's the thing. Part of why I was wondering, hey, why does it have Martel holding a knife while, like, talking and walking and running with a knife? And I was thinking, you know, with these models, sometimes like things like the sword, like Dart's sword, is just turned off, and then eventually it'll be turned on when he draws it or something. So he'll have the same animations with and without the sword, kind of. And I was thinking, oh, so maybe it's just this sword was used for something, but it's meant to be turned off for things like running and walking. But now I'm having second thoughts, because this is very much meant to be an attack with a weapon. This knife is supposed to be not hidden. So this is, yeah, we need Martel to be a playable character in the Julian vegetable competition, I think. While still holding her baby in the back. Wow. I did not expect Martel to have extra animation. Wait a minute, what? So tell me, like, okay, the thing on her back, there's another thing on the back. If we, that's a weapon sheath? I always thought it was just some random supplies she was carrying, like a bedroll or something, you know, because she's traveling. We just confirmed that's a weapon sheath. The green thing. It's a weapon sheath. Oh, that's so juicy. Confirmed Martel's thing on her back is a weapon sheath. I'm spending too much time on this, I'm sorry. It's just... Maybe the baby is fake. Still gonna comfort the baby while holding the weapon. Wait a minute. That's... Okay. Just cross your arms with the blade. And an idle animation for it. Wow. That's dedication to the blade right there. Uncross arms. Just stand with the knife. Just standing with the knife. Nothing odd here. Martel's additions should be culinary related puns because humor. I mean, yeah. What is this? I need to go through every sub-map and just check every animation. Is this like a double bash like this with like the butt end of the weapon? What is she doing? Was she gonna join the fight or something? Why does she have so many animations? You're putting the blade right next to your nose. Be careful. Yep, comfort. Oh, pat the baby on the head, and the baby's arm moves. Do you see that? The baby's arm actually moves. Things you can't notice in retail on an old TV. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so that's what I was thinking. That the knife wouldn't normally be visible, but obviously the knife is meant to be out during that slash attack. So some of these... What is that? What are you doing? Hand close to body, like... I don't know. I think that's checking on one of the villagers. Comforting a villager. What is this animation? I don't understand this animation, like... I guess it's talking to the villager down here, this one. She has so many animations. I don't understand. One moment. Pardon me. Just had a schedule check there. So Martel has a crap ton of animations. And that was patting the kid. Oh, that's just her idol for checking on the villager, I guess. Did I ruin your thingy? Probably. Script 4. Oh, that's the wrong person. Do I even have 40 Stardust? Not quite. Alright, so what's the, next area. Mountain Immortal Dragon. You know, I want to try something. If I can... Not quite what I wanted to do, but maybe. If you look right overhead, there's actually some volcanic activity in the mountain down there. So it's really hard to move precisely. There it is. A little bit of model detail. There's neat. We've got the Wingleaf Forest. Fernie over there, Evergreen Forest. Dart and Denningrad. It's got these little crystal pillars. And the Kashua Glacier. Okay. So I don't think we're going to do the Mountain Immortal Dragon. We're almost at the 2-hour mark, so I think I will cut it here. Maybe none of us are meant to be able to comprehend Martel like she was some extra-dimensional eldritch horror. I mean, sure. I could work with that. But, okay, I think I will end it here for now. I thank you all for watching the Road to Rec Build 3 series, as always. Big thanks to my many Ko-fi supporters. It helps me devote more time to LOD than I could normally otherwise. More awesome things are on the way. I actually just got confirmation today that something big will be coming. And I can't tell you anything else about that, so it's always nice when I tease you like that. Things to mention. Just there's a lot of things in the works. I'm really busy trying to keep a handle on all of it right now, so let me keep doing that and you'll get bunches of updates. I'm thinking we'll do another podcast in May, so you look forward to the potential for that as well. I don't want to wait another, year or more. No more droughts if possible on that front. But it's going to be a lot of great stuff. So until next time, thank you all so much, and hopefully I'll see you next week. I will schedule another one of these as soon as I can. See you all next time. Take care.